exclusivo 16 válvulas, mais uma entrevista também de todo o terreno. Isto porque recebo hoje com muito gosto o primeiro elemento, e vou ter depois mais, mas o primeiro elemento da família Senders, que é, como com certeza quem acompanha o todo o terreno das famílias com melhores resultados, podemos dizer, eles são dos Países Baixos, mas começo hoje pela Cala, em que vou começar por esta filha. Vou começar, obviamente, e fazer a entrevista em inglês. Depois, em breve, Johan Senders e a irmã e tudo mais. Mas hoje temos mesmo a Cala e vamos começar com ela em inglês. Fica desde já essa nota, entrevista em direto em inglês. So, Cala, first of all, bid a welcome here in 16 Válvulas. It is a great pleasure to have you here. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I will start, as if you allow me, to make a tricky question that we have not arranged before. But I would like to know, first of all, some Portuguese words that you already know by living here in Portugal, by racing here in Portugal. There are already some Portuguese words that you already know.
Good question. I know boa noite.
Perfect.
I know I can understand very well, but the speaking is really tricky. So
Okay, but
yeah,
boa noite, it's a perfect one, and this is the perfect situation. I wish you also boa noite para Carla.
yeah,
Okay, Carla, my aim in this conversation that we will do by live, or in this case live, we're going to talk about you, exactly about you, and not about the father, not about the sister. We will leave it for another time. But I would like for my audience to know you a little bit more. We know some things like, for example, you are the co-driver from your father, Johan Senders, but we don't know how it all, in this case, how it all started and when it all started, as we are talking about the all-terrain. Can you give us some information about your past in motorsport? Be
yeah.
welcome once again. Obrigado.
Okay, thank you. I first want to thank you for the invitation. I'm really glad
Our pleasure.
that you invited me. Very happy to be here. I also saw that it was your birthday, so happy birthday still.
Okay. Last Saturday, it was
Yeah,
a really a special date. Thank you very much for the
no problem.
opportunity. Thank you for your kind words. Okay.
Problem. Okay, so for me, it all started in 2023, 24 hours in Portugal. My father was already in the 24 hours driving, and he asked me to sit by side. I was very, how do you say, enthusiastic, no?
Okay.
Excited to be there and to do that. And then there was a little spark, and I said, "Oh, I really want to do it." And my father said, "Okay, if you want, you can be my co-driver for the national Portuguese championship in the T8." So
Okay.
um,
But you always wanted to do something like that because I believe that you have already grown in the TT world, as to say, once, no matter when, but it was inevitable for you to be here at the motorsport, right? With your father.
yeah, we always. My father was already in the world, also by Portuguese friends. And then we always watch him. We always saw. We were very excited to see him. And he said it was a dream for me that my daughters will sit beside me in the car.
Okay. And were there a competition between the two sisters to know which will be the first to arrive here? But at the moment, you have arrived equal, no? At the same time.
No, I started the year earlier because
Okay.
the oldest one, she was still busy with the license and everything. So I have a little advantage, like a little bit more experience. But now that she already is in, has everything like the license and she has the experience, we do both equally take.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the perfect time for you to give me the impression of how is it going so far. Is it completely different from being outside, from the outside, or it is the same that you always expected by making these races in the competition?
What do you mean with that question?
Uh, I would like to know because you always be on the side aside from the competition. Now you are inside.
Yeah.
Okay. And I want to know if it is completely different from your idea what was to be the competition.
It's really exciting because you always see the cars passing by, and everybody's very enthusiastic, supportive. And now you are in the car. It's a completely different world.
Okay. But this is a glamorous life or nothing like that. It's not enjoyable, this world.
I enjoy it very much.
Okay. So this season, that's what I want to know now, is which steps have you already done in this season 2025? You have been in all the stages, or your sister also all between those stages? Explain me what you done in this year 2025.
This year, I started the year in I forget the place.
Beja?
Yes.
It was the first step.
Yeah, I started in Beja. Then my sister did the 2 other races, but I co-pilot with other pilots.
Okay.
And my sister, drive beside my father. And the last race I did also. And now in the future, we still need to decide how we're going to do it.
Okay, so now you have already done one single race with your father, is it? Two?
Yes.
Okay. Which one was the second? Because the first it was
The last.
Beja. The last one. Okay.
Yeah.
Ferraria.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. But you have said that you already had also co-driven other drivers. Can you explain which drivers or which is the program that you are in?
We also drive for Western Racing Competition, our team.
Mm-hmm.
They were very good mechanics. The pilots are my aunt, Sarah or Sandra Senders, the sister of Johan.
Okay.
That drives in a T2. And even kijken, Willem Zelen. It's also a Dutch pilot from Holland.
Okay. You have been in Poland with whom? With this person? I don't know.
No. I drive with Willem
Okay.
in Portugal, but I drive with my sister in Poland.
Okay. And driving, no co-driving, right?
Both we drive, both we did the co-piloting. We switched during the race.
In your case, it's completely different being the driver and being the co-driver. You suffer more by being the co-driver?
No, we don't suffer. No, we really enjoy it. But when you get the taste of the driving side, you cannot go back.
Okay, I believe so. But you prefer driving or being driven?
I like to have the control and drive myself, but it's also very nice to navigate.
Okay, I believe so. So, which is the next step in your career this year, 2025? What are you going to do? Because I have understood the father is at T2. That's what you said me. No, sorry.
T8.
T8. Okay, is leading the championship.
Yes, I believe so. We will see what happens after. But
Okay. What do you expect for the rest of the season? Because I believe there are 2 steps, okay, in the Reguengos. Then you go to Porto Alegre, and the last one in Algarve, Lagos. You are going to be there in these 3 stages, 3 steps?
We think so. We're also going to do the PP Ultimate.
Okay.
Really like that one.
The World Rally, in this case, the W2RC.
W2, I think so.
This step, because it will go to Spain and Portugal and all this 1,000 kilometers, I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay. You are going to do it, right? With a different car or with a T8? No.
Still in the T8 with the Toyota Hilux.
Okay, perfect. And the rest of the 3 stages, in these 3 stages, going to do with the father as a co-driver, in this case, for yourself, Kala, or you have not made the point and not decided yet?
We're still deciding because my sister and I are also maybe going to sit beside our teammate Richard Timmerman. So we will see how we decide to do everything. It's
Okay.
price for us.
Okay. And your opinion about our championship, this Portuguese championship. You
Oh,
enjoy it because you are here for a long time, but are we improving or what do you think
oh,
about this championship?
we love everything about Portugal. The people, the food, the hospitality. The people are amazing. The stages are very fast. We like the it's very competitive. That's also what we like. Yeah, the how do you say? It's very professional. The
Okay.
yeah, the championship.
And you are living in the south part of Portugal, the
Oh, no,
center or the north?
I'm living in Holland.
Holland, okay. But when you come here to Portugal, you choose some different stages to be staying, no? Or you don't have a place for staying here in Portugal?
We have a home base, and it's in
Yes.
Torres Vedras.
Oh, where?
Torres Vedras.
Ah, Torres Vedras.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. ORC with the
Yes.
okay, okay. I see the point. Okay. So, Carla, I would like also to know your opinion about the use here in Portugal about the T3, T4, T1 plus, uh, otherwise to the T8 as your father. What is your opinion? Do you think that the future will belong to the T3, T4 rather than the T1 plus? What's your opinion?
That's a good question.
Okay, thank you. Let's see if the good answer also.
I think it's if you want to get it in overall or just the cars and the buggies, because I think it's a two difference. You understand what I want to tell you to explain?
Okay, okay, yes, please, yes, please.
Yeah, the cars, it's really another level, the T1 and the T1 plus, but also
Yes.
really good and improving. So I don't know what the future will bring, because yeah, for me I prefer the cars, but yeah, we cannot yeah I cannot tell what's going to be the best.
Okay. And you think that your father will rethink what to do in the next year, or is he also like you, Kala, and only cars, no SSVs for any time?
He likes the Taurus, but I think he still prefers the car.
Okay. So we have already talked about the past, also the present days, but now it's time to me to know the future days. What in this case, I'm only talking with Kala Senders. What's going to be? What the future is keeping for you? What do you think we'll do next year and the next years? Always in the all terrain?
I like it very much, so I think there is my future. Um, for now, I hope me and my sister get sponsors and to drive ourselves in. I hope some championships. We did the Breslau. We enjoyed it very much, and we will see what the future will bring. Maybe we can drive some races for ourselves.
Okay. And is there a dream, color with dreaming for going to the Dakar, for example,
Oh,
or that's something that you don't dream about it?
oh, of course, I dream about it. Only,
Okay.
yeah, it's a big step to go there.
Okay. In also in this season, are you planning to go, for example, to Baja de Aragon in Spain for practicing for the last part of the season, or you don't need it?
No, we don't go. We thought about it, but we prefer to stay in Portugal. The Aragon is also very nice, but
Yes. A
we,
little bit hotter than here in Portugal, but that's my opinion. And also in the Netherlands, also a little bit hotter.
yes, but yeah, for us, it's not necessary.
Okay. Last question will be about the thank yous, as to say, to be thankful for the sponsors, for persons. Would you like to take this opportunity? Because I don't know if it is easy for yourself to get sponsors for you to be racing, but now you have the opportunity to be thankful. Can you use our microphone to thank you
Yeah.
in this
First,
case?
yeah. Thank you very much. First, I want to thank our team who has the racing competition, the sponsors Forward Trans and Senders Transport, and all the people that arrange the families, everybody that support us. We are very thankful.
Okay, that's it. That's it. So Is there anyone at the family that still has got to come to the racing, or you are only the two sisters, or you have any other sister that will come to the motorsport? No?
No, we are only with the two of us.
Okay.
Maybe our nieces or nephews. You know,
Okay.
never know.
Mother, no. Mother will stay at the door and don't enter at motorsport. She kept it a long way, right?
She is always supporting us beside the line, beside the.
Okay. Okay. Carla, it was such a pleasure to have you here. I hope to hear more from you in the future, and I hope the best for your career if you keep on coming with in this case, the TT in the all terrain. And I will wait for the news from yourself buying the driver or co-driving in Dakar, for example. And whenever it happens, please come back and learn a little bit more in Portuguese words, como obrigado, like for example, obrigado.
I hope I can speak fully Portuguese with you.
Okay. Então, let's then end with the Portuguese word that you know it. Boa noite.
Yeah, boa noite, muito obrigada.
That's it. Okay, perfect. Carla, I wish you the best. Until then, please come by and we will receive you again whenever you want. Okay? The best. The best of luck.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.